My teacher humiliated me in front of the whole class, so I humiliated her in front of the principal and got her fired. I was a senior in high school, an average C student who never got in trouble. I wasn't a bad kid, but for some reason, my algebra teacher, Mrs. Keller, had it out for me. She had been teaching for over a decade and was known for being petty, cruel, and untouchable. The administration loved her, so no matter how much students complained, nothing changed. Math was my worst subject, so I asked a lot of questions. Instead of helping, she mocked me. Wow, here comes the slow one again. Did you really just ask that? I've been teaching for years, and that's the dumbest question I've ever heard. The whole class would laugh while I sat there, humiliated. I tried reporting her, but every time she was observed, she played nice for a day and went right back to being a nightmare. So I decided to set her up. I bought a small recorder, hid it in my bag, and recorded months of insults. I even pushed her buttons a little more than usual to get the best material. By the end of the year, I had enough. After one final insult, I packed my stuff, walked out, and went home to compile every brutal thing she said into a masterpiece. The next day, I met with the principal. After hearing just a few minutes, he stopped me and said, "We need more people to hear this." A meeting was set for the following morning. When I walked into the office, the entire school board, the principal, vice principal, a police officer, and Mrs. Keller were waiting. I hit play. I watched as their bored expressions turned to shock and rage. Mrs. Keller sat frozen, realizing she had destroyed herself. By the next week, she was gone. No one would hire her again. The students called me a hero, and if you're reading this, Mrs. Keller, go fuck yourself.